Hello everyone, welcome back to IIM BBA YouTube channel. The application process for IIM Kozhikode BMS aptitude test has started. The last date to apply for this particular test and fill the form is 15th April 2026. The exam is going to be conducted on May 19, 2026 in morning from 9 am to 11 am across various cities in India. Today, I will take you through this entire form filling video so that you can avoid any critical mistakes. So let's get started. When you first click on the link, you will see this pop-up. In this pop-up, you can see the recommended browsers to fill this particular form so that you can avoid any technical glitches. The browsers which they recommend are Mozilla, Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So if you are a Mac user, please make sure that you are not using Safari and you have either one of these browsers downloaded on your laptop before you start the application process. Again, you can also fill this application form on mobile by using a device which is Android version 4.0 or above or iOS version 11 and above. But I would recommend that whenever you're filling such important applications form, please use a laptop or a desktop. Then once you click on close, you will see a privacy notice pop up from IIM Kozhikode. Here they are going to specify that what will they do once you fill a particular data. So your applicant name when you fill this will be used for communication, same with your date of birth, mobile number and email address will be used to share official communication. Now once you click on I agree, you will see the registration form. Here you need to fill your name. Important point to note that the name should be as per your 10th standard mark sheet. So please make sure that before you start filling this particular form, you have your 10th standard mark sheet available in front of you so that you're not making any typo or any kind of error. After that, you need to fill your date of birth, your email address, confirm your email address, select the country, enter your mobile number, confirm your mobile number. Please make sure to use an active email ID and a mobile number which you are using on daily basis. An OTP will be sent across both email ID as well as mobile number. Once you click on generate OTP, you have to fill in a CAPTCHA. The moment you submit the CAPTCHA, you need to enter two OTPs. You will get different OTPs on mobile number and email ID. Once you successfully verify those particular OTPs, you can move forward. So you may receive a mail in the similar format from IIM Kozhikode as well as you will receive a text on your mobile number. Then once you have verified your OTP, again you need to enter a particular CAPTCHA, click on confirm, then there will be the last step in the registration process where you need to verify your details. Here verify the country which you have selected, your name. Again, make sure that the name matches your 10th standard mark sheet name, your email address, your mobile number and your date of birth. This is the last and the final step where you will be given a chance to review and verify this particular details. You will not get a chance to correct these details later. So please take some time and verify the details before clicking on confirm. Once all the details have been verified, click on confirm and you will see a message which says that your registration is successful. For the candidates who are in India, you will get a user ID and password on email address as well as mobile number. For overseas candidate, you will get user ID and password only on the registered email address. You can click on close and then you can see your applicant details. Here you can see your user ID, you can see your name, date of birth, country, email ID, mobile number, so same details again. After this, you need to click on logout. Then you need to click on login again. Use the user ID and the password which has been sent on your email address and mobile number so that you can start filling the particular form. The moment you log in, you will see this instructions. Now, most of you don't bother to read the instructions. Plus, please make sure that you are reading each and every instruction carefully. The moment you click on FAQs, you can see a PDF and make sure that you're downloading that PDF so that any doubts or queries which you have can be answered through those FAQs. Here, the most important point is point number 8. Let me read the point for you. Candidates should fill the application form within 30 minutes. Please make sure you fill the personal statement tab in the application form within this time limit and click on save. Otherwise, the details entered will not be saved. So, in case you fail to fill the entire application form within 30 minutes, you will need to start the entire process again. So, please make sure that you have all your documents, your photograph, your signature, even your SOP available before you start filling the form so that you can complete the entire process within 30 minutes. Now, the moment you move forward, you need to fill your personal details. Your name is taken from the initial registration form. After this, you need to fill your first name, your middle name, your last name, name of your father or guardian, name of your mother or guardian. Again, this is a mandatory field, so you have to fill something. Remember, middle name and surname is not mandatory. Then you will move forward to fill your gender. Your date of birth is taken from the registration form, your nationality, your category. If you belong to any of the other categories than general, then while filling the documents, you also need to upload the valid category certificate. Now you need to select yes or no if you belong to PWD category. If you don't belong to this category, select no. If you select yes, then you will be asked to fill the following details, where you need to fill the disability, whether it can be measured or not, your PWD UDID number, if you have one, PWD category, do you require a wheelchair support at the test center? Will you be using a scribe at the test center? Again, if you guys fill no for PWD, you will not see all these questions coming on your particular form. Next, you will move on to fill the address. Here, the first thing which you need to fill is communication address. Fill your address perfectly because it will be used for all the further communication purposes. So make sure that you are filling the correct address. You have address line 1, your country, your state or union territory, your district, town or city, PIN code, your primary email address, your alternate email address. Here, I would recommend you can put the email address of your guardian or one of the parents, then your mobile number. Now, if your permanent address is same as your correspondence address, you can simply click on yes and you will find the same details automatically filled for you and you don't need to type them again. After this, you will move on to fill the emergency contact details. Here, put the number of your guardian or one of the parents. And again, specify what is your relationship with that particular guardian or parent. Next, we will move forward for uploading documents. If you belong to general category, you only need to upload two things, your photograph and your signature. If you belong to any of the other categories, then you also need to upload the valid certificate while filling the form. Now, here are important instructions which you must follow to keep your documents ready in the correct format so that you can upload them at one go and you are not facing any of the technical issues. All your scanning and for your photograph, your signature as well as your certificate should be done using a scanner, not using a mobile phone or any other mobile applications. Now, the photograph which you upload should be recent, it should be passport size, not older than 6 months. Remember that the photo which you upload should have a white or off-white background. It should cover your full face, your neck and shoulders. It should have your front view and your eyes should be perfectly open. The dimensions of the photograph should be 30 pixels into 45 pixels. The maximum file size cannot exceed beyond 1 MB. The only supported format is JPEG and JPG. Now, if you are an iOS user, you may find your photograph in the form of HEIC format. So make sure you're converting them before you can upload them. Now, important point, and this is very critical for you guys to remember, that you need to upload the same photograph which you will be using to fix on your admit card on the day of the test. So hence I would recommend that you go to any of the photo studio near you, you click a new passport size photo and you ask them for the digital copy as well as the printed copy. The printed copies will be used to fix on your admit card on the day of the test and you can use this digital copy for uploading in your form filling process. Now, you will not require this photo just for IIM Kozhikode application form, but you will require them for all the future application forms as well. So please make sure that you're going to the nearest photo studio and having a new picture clicked so that you can fill all the future applications form as well smoothly. Now, coming to your signature, take a blank paper. On that, use a black or a blue pen, make your signature, scan that and have the particular file ready in the JPG format. The size of the image which is allowed is only between 10 to 80 KB. So normally whenever you will scan, you may end up with a file which is beyond this limit. So use online image compressors to reduce the file size. Next, after you have uploaded these two documents, you will move forward to fill your academic details. Here you need to fill your 10th standard details. If you have already completed your 12th standard details, any other qualifications and so on. Now, in case you get grade or CGPA from your board, if you have a conversion certificate or a conversion formula given by your board, use that to convert your grade into your particular percentage. In case you don't have a certificate given by your particular board or university, then the formula given by IIM Kozhikode is that you need to take your obtained CGPA divided by the maximum possible CGPA and you need to multiply this by 100 to enter it in the form of percentage. Now, coming to your 10th standard details, you need to fill your 10th standard board name, the month of completion, the year of completion, maximum marks which were possible to be scored in your 10th standard. Remember, it should be inclusive of all the subjects. So if you belong to a board where you appeared for 6 papers but they only use 5 subjects to calculate your percentage, it will not be used during this particular form filling. On your mark sheet, if you have 6 subjects, you need to put the maximum marks across all 6 subjects. Then you need to put the total marks obtained by you across all the subjects. Then what is your aggregate percentage? Remember, you have to round off this aggregate percentage up to 2 decimal points. So for example, if you have a maximum marks of 600, your total marks obtained is 421, then the aggregate percent is 70.1666. So you will round it off to 70.17. Similarly, if you have given your 12th standard, you need to click on yes and then fill those details. If you are currently in 12th standard and if you are pursuing 12th standard or equivalent diploma, then you need to select no. If you select yes, you have to put your maximum marks, the total marks which you obtained and aggregate percentage rounded off to 2 decimal places. Next, if you have any other academic qualifications, you can click on yes and accordingly fill it. If no, click on no and you can move forward. Then they're also asking if you are a fellow of the Institute of Actuaries of India. Do you want to enter any professional qualification details such as CA, CS, ICWA, which is CMA? So if you have any of these things, you can click on yes and accordingly fill it. If no, you can move forward. For your CA, CS and ICMA qualifications, this is the note which you need to follow to fill any of the particular details. Once you're done with your academic details, you will move on to fill the information about your extracurricular activities. Important point to note is that you have 4 buckets available for extracurricular activities. It is not mandatory to fill information for all the 4 buckets or even a single bucket. But important thing is that if you want to fill information for any bucket, you cannot exceed more than 500 characters. Now, it is not 500 words, it is characters, which means that a space is counted as 1 character. So here, because we have this constraint, please make sure that you are using concise and precise, brief manner to explain your extracurricular activities. The 4 buckets which are available to you is leadership roles and involvement, sports, clubs and societies, volunteer work or community service. Reiterating the point, it's not mandatory to fill all the 4 buckets, and any of the bucket which you fill, you cannot use more than 500 characters. Then once you click on save and next, it will take you to the personal statement tab. Here you need to fill 2 answers. The first question is why I am interested in IIM Kozhikode BMS program. Here, you need to write a personal statement which should be between 500 to 600 words. Now, they have also mentioned what they expect in this particular answer. So, you need to explain your interest in the program, your motivation to pursue the course, how it aligns with your career aspirations. Also, you need to discuss why IIMK's approach and values resonate personally with you. Like I mentioned earlier in instruction, point 8 says that you have to take total 30 minutes to fill this entire form. So make sure that you have your personal statement answers available on a Google or a Microsoft Word file so that you can have your final draft ready there, and then you can just copy and paste it here. It is allowed. The second answer which you need to mention is your personal and professional goals, both short and long term. And here also, you need to mention that how will the program fit into your journey to achieve this particular goals. Remember that your Microsoft Word or your Google Doc file should be saved for future also, because it will be very helpful if you receive the personal interview call for this particular program. Once you are done with the personal statement, you can move forward to select the test city preferences. One more important point before I talk more about the preferences, that if you are a IMS student, the moment you make your personal statement, please make sure that you reach out to your mentors to have a review by them so that you submit good personal statements, because they will play a critical role in your final selection. Now, you have 5 test city preferences which you need to fill, starting with preference 1, which should be the city where you are residing, preference to the second nearest city, and so on. Then you also need to give the preference for your personal interviews. Then once you are filling this particular details, the final step left for you is to make the payment. Here you can see your name. If you belong to the general category, the fee which you need to pay is 4,250 rupees. The mode of payment is only online. Then once you have paid your fees, you can click on the declaration, fill in the CAPTCHA. You can preview your entire application. Many a times what students do is they directly click on submit without previewing, but I would advise you that you just click on preview, look at each and every detail, get through the entire application form again, and only when you're satisfied with the entire application, you move on to click on submit. Now, if you check out the grad school zone, you can also find more details about this particular program. We will be posting the links for both this particular program, website, application form, and grad school zone in our description. So make sure that you are applying using the right link. You are also checking out this program on the grad school zone, and you can also check out all the other programs as well. And thank you so much for watching this particular video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you're constantly updated with such informative videos. On our channel, you can also check out the analysis for the last year IIM Kozhikode BMS aptitude test so that you can prepare better for this upcoming examination. All the best, and thank you so much for watching.